so sweaty right now.
Yeah.
I'm so sweaty. It's warm in here.
Don't fall, Natalie.
Natalie, don't fall. Don't fall, Natalie.
I started at Emmanuel in 1999. I came on as a part-time person. There was a student organization doing theater here at the very beginning. That was the beginning of the EC Theater Guild. So I worked as a guest artist, just directing a show for them. Another professor stepped down from a position, and I found myself, whilst finishing graduate school, teaching. Some of the first courses that I did were the American Musical Theater course and the Theater History and Appreciation. And eventually I went full-time the next year. I went full-time at Emmanuel in the year 2000, became the chair of the department sometime in the mid-2000s, and it was restructured just a few years ago into the theater arts program we have now, and I've been the chair of that since that began about 2020 or 2019. My name is Scott Gagnon. I am the director of the theater arts program here at Emmanuel College.
Working 9 to 5 for service and devotion, you would think that I deserve a back promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. 9 to 5.
I want you to be like, gotta make sure I absolutely do this, and then you can see the stress come through. So eventually, when you feel more comfortable with this, it's okay if you're just kind of doing your thing. I'm not saying like, everybody's going, you're not left sharp, but. So when I was in college, there was a thriving theater program there. I went to Bridgewater. It was then called Bridgewater State College. Now it's BSU. And I gotta tell you, I found myself, and that sounds corny and that sounds old-fashioned. This was a group of people. I mean, I was bullied a lot in high school. I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have a lot of purpose in life. I didn't really understand a lot of things, and I didn't have a lot to look forward to. And I know that sounds really bleak. I came from a town where there's much more of a sort of a blue-collar mentality. I don't think everybody understood some of what I appreciated in life. But here were these people. Didn't matter who you were, didn't matter what you looked like, didn't matter who you liked, didn't matter what you were interested in, who were open to everybody. And it created this welcoming environment and this one place where I said, here we're all working toward one goal, one umbrella project. And what happens with the show we happen to be doing at that time is what's important to everybody, and nobody cares about anything else. I found from that group, from that institution, a group of friends, a community, a career, a spouse for quite some time, a purpose, a field of study, and the way that the professors and the way that the directors and the fellow students treated people, I said, I've got it. I've got my goal in life. I want to create someplace. I want to do this for other people. I want to create a world where that happens.
Thank you, Jason.
You too. It's just you. No.
My name is Kelley. I'm a senior here at Emmanuel College. I'm a theater arts major and I'm originally from Plymouth, Massachusetts. I think the thing that really drew me to stay in the theater department here, and like when I initially joined, something I noticed very quickly, was just how close everyone was. In my first audition, I just remember everyone walking in. It was the first one of the school year and everybody was saying hi to friends they hadn't seen yet and we're just talking about their summers and everybody was so friendly. And I was so excited to know that hopefully if I got into the show, which I did, that would be the community I was joining. And it really was. As soon as the cast list came out and we had our first rehearsal, everybody was so open and friendly and I knew it was somewhere I could feel safe here.
I'm Erin Wheeler. I am a junior at Emmanuel College, double majoring in biology and theater arts, and I am from Milford, Massachusetts. My parents were the type of parents to throw me into anything, so I was in soccer, baseball, softball, karate, gymnastics, theater. The only thing that stuck and I wanted to go to was theater. I was super engaged. I would talk to people. I got up on stage and I wasn't nervous. I've never really been like the stage fright type, so I guess that was also kind of a sign to, like, I was comfortable up there and I had fun doing it. And then I made all of my friends through theater. All of a sudden I'd like go to middle school and I'd be like, hey, I know you from MPAC. Like, that's how I made my friends. And then it just kind of became the thing that I did. I was the epitome of this. Sorry, I can't. I have rehearsal.
I don't have to kiss ass for the first time since I've been employed. It's my time to shine and I'm feeling fine. This old gal is one of the boys.
My name is Camryn. I am a freshman here at Emmanuel College. I went to Brookline High down the street. I started doing theater when I took a drama class my freshman year of high school. Since then, I slowly started to do more and more shows and stuff. I love the adrenaline rush of it, and also the community in general. It's just really fun, and it's great to be around people who are trying to put a show together. Yeah.
No, I don't know the country. I don't know the city either. I don't know the street. I don't know! It probably starts with a vowel. Would you mind checking, please? I would really appreciate it.
Frankly, I look at that show and I think Jesus just complains an awful lot in Weber Superstar.
Tell me about
I have to do these things. In a way, they're both bitching about predestination, frankly, and they're both going on about how the die has been cast a certain way, or not. But you could carry and say that this character is saying, oh, I'm so put upon, everyone's depending on me, there's so much pressure, nobody understands me.
Literally nailed my hands to
I
a
don't really
cross
trust.
so much.
No, but seriously, the show kind of... And they say we don't have deep theological
Guys, are you Team Jesus or Team Judas? Comment down below.
discussions. Like and subscribe.
Oh, the blooper reel is fantastic.
The other piece of it is that unlike many of the other arts, including writing, painting, composing music, sculpting, a lot of art is a lonely business. By design, you spend your time by yourself. But theater is a uniquely collaborative art. We cannot do this alone. You almost have to make connections. You have to meet people. You have to learn how to work with people toward a common goal. Because if not, you're sunk. Because you need all the designers, all of the actors, all of the writers, the director, the producer, everyone is doing something, and we all have a shared goal. I can't think of another field where you have more opportunity to connect with people, to research many, many topics, to learn basic life skills, and at the same time, to work toward a common goal. And oh, by the way, on top of that, you're telling stories that have basic, important, hopefully, messages for your audience to hear that some playwright or some designer or some director has already put down as people should hear this story.
There's going to be the platform that they're going to be sitting on, so just don't put them super low to the ground. I already have this.
Kellyanne, is the amount of vines good?
Yeah, we just have to ride over.
What's really different here as a theater major is your classes, you're not on like a certain track like a lot of the science classes are. We learn a little bit of everything here. Like we take acting classes, we take public speaking classes, and then we take classes that are on like set design and about how do you costume a show or cast a show, things like that that are kind of encompassing all aspects of theater, and then taking those information from our classes and being able to actually do them in the different shows. As in the past I've been in shows, but I've also costume shows and stage managed shows, so you get to take little pieces of all that you learn and really see which one best fits your skill level and which one you enjoy the most.
It's for my vlog. It's in the footage.
I've stuck with it because it's a great way to have fun while also learning a lot.
I think the most out there class that I've taken so far is a class that we have called Acting Basics and Techniques, where we come in every day and we come into the auditorium. My class had, I think, 5 or 6 people in it. So they're also really small class sizes. It's so funny. On the first day, Jenna came in, and I call her Jenna instead of Professor Lorenko because she walks in and she goes, "You have to. Doing this vulnerable thing, we kind of have to be on a first name basis for you to be comfortable with me. I'm not this person who's going to be giving you notes that you should be afraid of, that I'm talking down to you. We're on the same level. We're trying to tell a story together." We would take our shoes off in class and focus on grounding and do body stretching techniques. We do little improv games. And then we go, hey, how does that game connect to what you might do on stage? That whole class was just working on monologues and scenes. And we would have readings and stuff, but it was to connect to the work that we were doing. And that class was super fun. We had some people that had never done theater before. And coming from my perspective, it's really interesting to see people experiencing theater for the first time and experiencing that, oh, I'm nervous, I'm about to do my scene. Do I remember my lines? What does my character think at this point? And getting people to think in that different way. I think the stereotype does fit, where they're kind of hippie or out there, because you kind of have to be. I keep on saying open and vulnerable, but you have to be not afraid to make yourself look silly, which is really difficult.
Another thing about theater, I said it to a student once who was concerned, as they often are, how am I going to make money in this business? And I don't know, my mother wants me to be an architect or be a doctor or be something else. And I just keep coming back to this. So number one, theater is often part of who a person is. You are an artist whether you run from that or not. And very often, theater is about saying, this is who I am, and this is what I do, and I need this. Many of us, if we become other things, and every field in the world is important, maybe you're doing it to feed your theater habit, and you do a community theater on the side. Fine. But what is exciting about this is that there is no other field where there's so much variety, so many different people. Don't mistake it. We work hard. We work harder than almost anybody I know. People are here very late at night, very early in the morning, and they are worried about very, very unusual problems that they have to solve, ranging from physical problems with structures to emotional questions with characters to personal interactions with other cast and crew. You do a lot. But at the end, it's kind of a part of who many of us are. And I think it's a great thing. It's a great opportunity for people to connect with other people, tell a story that hopefully they've come to the conclusion that they, along with everyone else, care about, and that they can do that safely. I guess I'm giving you probably a much longer speech than you expected.
It's all right.
There's
plenty of bits that I'm like, oh, I can add this, I can do that.
Yeah, and once I get going on this, I kind of tell the same story over and over again. But the miracle is really just moment by moment by moment how slowly this thing was put together. It is the one thing in my life, if I may say so, that I'm the proudest of. I don't know that everybody has something they can say. I haven't. Many people, they've had children, or they've had a successful marriage, or they've maybe made a beautiful painting or built something. Everybody has something they've done that they say, that's the thing this is it. This is the thing that I think, well, if nothing else, I'm proud that we put together this sort of community out of whole cloth, really, and just kind of said, well, piece by piece, inch by inch, we're going to create this thing for folks.
Sun's gonna turn, working 9 to 5. 9 to 5.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
I'm so sorry, Jim.
Good job, everybody.
We did something.
We sang something.
That was really, really good.
Better than last time.
The ending was very creative. I meant that, but we